the real hip hop is, like what you see with us or whatever when we're breaking and the MCs, and it's not about, how much money you make, obviously. It's because you're passionate just like any other artist.
Hip hop is a huge umbrella with a lot of stuff underneath it, including the dances.
What we're doing is taking Latin dancing, some tap dancing, some martial arts, and taking those and incorporating them in what we do, but then also adding something so then the generation before us will look at what we're doing and be like, that's not what we did. That's not what we did it to. What started breaking off, the movements that started breaking off were the front cross, CC, sweeps, swipes, and the six step. I mean, those moves have started it off. They've definitely evolved, but I mean, they're exactly the same as they were the day they were invented. Those things are always gonna be part of what breaking is. If you are a b-boy, then you do foundation, you do those things. Regardless of whatever else you do, you still do those things. It was an African-American thing. Then it went to the Latin community. Latin community added on power. Power is known as windmills, shoulder rolls, head spins, 90s, halos, backspins, air flares, any movement that is a spinning continuous movement. People would argue about what was better, power or style. And the reality is that you need both in order to become a well-equipped b-boy to be in a battle. The definition behind being a b-boy is to be able to handle yourself in a battle. If you don't battle, you're not a b-boy, or a b-girl. But you have to do those things. If you don't do them, then you're not a b-boy or a b-girl. What you should do is that once you learn a power move like a windmill, then you have to kind of tweak it and do something with it to make it look a little different than anybody else's. Because it was one person that made up that move, so really you're biting one person's move or copying one person's move when you do something like that. So you have to do something different with it. And then it came to the, white America, basically, and that's when it spread all over the world. We had like Beat Street and Wild Style and Flashdance, and Flashdance was the movie that spread it all over the world, and then soon after that, people went on a Beat Street tour and took that all over the world, and that's basically how it got spread. This is something different than anything else, and it was invented in the United States, it was created here, and this is like its birthplace. So it's good to draw lines, but it's also good to remember that there's a beginning to where these things are and to recognize that beginning, because there's a lot of pressures that created hip hop that didn't create those other forms. And you can see it in the dancing. So hip hop refers to breaking, rocking, locking, and popping. There's other dances, but those are the first four, and that's it right there. Recognize that those are the beginning, where those come from, the history behind it, and then we'll probably get a better understanding of how it can become like an accepted form of art.